Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name is Acacia. Today I am going to be announcing my TBR for the They Made Me Do It, a recommendations readathon, hashtag recommendation readathon. So let's dive into this book TBR. I'm very excited. I am doing the multiple booktuber aspect of it, so instead of doing one booktuber who I focus on, I am doing multiple booktubers. Ow, I just pulled my own hair. Multiple booktubers who have affected me and caused me to purchase these books. I am not using my library, but I am using only books that I purchased prior to the readathon. Now, like I said, hashtag recommendation readathon. So if you would like to use that hashtag on Instagram, on Twitter, go ahead and at me. You can at me on Instagram and Twitter, and you can at Amanda at Instagram as well. I will link mine and Amanda's Instagram down in the doobly-doo, as well as my Twitter account, and I will also write out the hashtag so you can use it and we can see what you guys are up to. So let's dive in. My first book is a pick from Harriet Rosie. This is Sweet Pea by C.J. Skuse. This is a thriller that is talking about a woman who is a serial killer, and she makes a kill list of all the people who do her wrong. So if you cut her off in traffic, you're on her kill list. If you're just an idiot, you kind of make her kill list. It's supposed to be really funny and a little bit of a Bridget Jones' Diary kind of aspect, but with a serial killer vibe. I'm very excited to read this, and I look forward to diving in. I will admit I had pre-ordered that one prior to the readathon, so it came in before the readathon, but it was purchased after I knew about the readathon. But it wasn't purchased after the readathon was announced, so I don't feel guilty. Then we have the first book of Calamity Leak by Paula Lichtrowicz. This was a recommendation from Amy Poole. I adore her channel. She's a smaller channel. I really like watching her. I will link all of these channels down below in the doobly-doo. I don't think I can link that many up in the cards. I will link as many as I can up in the cards, so my focus will be on the smaller channels. So this one is about a cult, I believe. Yeah, as far as I know, this is a mashup of Margaret Atwood and Roald Dahl, Lady Magazine, the UK. So we'll see how this goes. I'm curious about it. Then, this is a book recommended by Lena Norms, who I will link her channel in the doobly-doo. This is White Chrysanthemum by Mary Lynn Bratchett. This is a story of two sisters. One ends up going into a comfort woman scenario in a brothel, and I am not sure what happens to the other one. There are two timelines. One is 1943, the other is 2011. I would love to see how these two converge, and this is another pick of mine. Then Joss from Squibbles reads. This is The Kiss Quotin' by Helen Hong. I am really intrigued to read this. I'm not sure how it's going to go, as I don't usually reach for romance, but I'm going out of my comfort zone here. We'll see how this works. This is the story of a young girl with autism who tries to figure out how to be intimate with a partner by hiring a gigolo, and things go from there. Then a recommendation from Mercedes, because I couldn't do a recommendations video without mentioning Mercedes. This is We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. I've wanted to read this for ages. I already owned this, but the person who put it back on my radar is Sophie from Portal in the Pages. So I guess there's two booktubers that really got me to do this one, but it's back on my radar now. It hadn't been for a while, and it had just been sitting there. I'm really glad that it's back on my radar, though, and I'm excited to dive into it. I believe that's the story of a kid who shoots up a school, and it's written in letters back and forth from a husband and maybe ex-wife, talking about what happened to Kevin and why he did it. And this last one was a recommendation by Jen from Jen Campbell. I haven't mentioned her in a hot minute, but when I was watching her channel as much as I was, this was one of the books she mentioned quite a bit. This is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, and this is another dystopian style book, so I'm excited to dive into this. So those are all the books that I plan to read. Those are all of the booktubers that I plan to take recommendations from. I'm very excited to see your TBRs start popping up. Please be sure to @ me on Instagram and Twitter, and also to @ Amanda, #recommendations Readathon. I look forward to seeing your stuff. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button down below. I will talk to you all in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.